Hey guys, I'm back.
He's back.
I think, stepped foot on the boat maybe 40 minutes ago. Yeah, it was like 10 till 7 when we were in the dinghy.
Yeah, it was about 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's 7:40 now.
So I was in Charleston for the wedding. I spent all week trying to pack and unpack suitcases to get the luggage to a place where I could manage it, which I still barely did, but I got back 3 pieces of luggage that weighed 150 pounds, full of stuff, and managed to get it all through customs, which was a little touch and go there for a while.
Yeah.
But my flight was delayed twice. I was supposed to be back at 3:40 and I didn't get in until 5:30. So here we are at 7:40 at leaving Georgetown.
Yeah, just pulled anchor.
In the dark.
Was not crying when she got off the plane.
Yeah.
Or when she got on the boat, so we pulled anchor and we are setting sail for San Salvador, overnight sail.
Yeah, San Salvador. We should get in there around noon tomorrow,
Before
I think.
that. It's
something
a 15-hour sail.
And it's extremely calm. Like, hopefully it'll stay like this. I mean, I know that's not great for sailing, but at night it doesn't hurt my feelings to be a little calm.
Yeah, tomorrow's supposed to like die totally, so that's why I wanted to go tonight instead of wait till tomorrow.
Yeah. So the luggage, we literally just pulled in and threw, you can't see it, just threw it in the floor down there. Hopefully sometime tomorrow I'll get to open it and kind of show you what I was dealing with. There were many opportunities that I should have filmed while I was trying to pack that luggage, because it was pretty comical.
A little challenging.
But it was too stressful in the moment to be able to film it.
Just panicking the whole time, thinking, how am I going to get this through customs?
Yeah, well...
Like, well, you're not going to go to jail. You might just have to pay some taxes.
Yeah, well, it wasn't just that. It was the pure weight of it. Like, I couldn't carry it. The one suitcase that's over 70 pounds, I can barely roll it. And I had to manage 3 rolling suitcases, which is pretty difficult. So I got
by
really...
herself. She went by herself.
By myself.
I was not there.
So I got pretty lucky with my Uber guy. He was great that picked me up this morning. And he stayed at the car with the luggage while I managed to go track down a cart. So I didn't have a problem getting it into the airport. I did get a little panicky for a moment in Fort Lauderdale, because Fort Lauderdale Airport is just stupid. So there's like 6 terminals, but there's no connection. Like, there's no trailway or anything that connects them. So you literally have to go outside, walk down the street a half a mile, and then back into the next terminal that you need to go in, and then go all through security and everything all over again. It's ridiculous. So that's what killed me going to Charleston, is that I had a backpack and a duffel bag, and I ended up in the wrong terminal and had like 15 minutes to get 3 terminals away from where I was, and I had to walk outside with the bag in the heat with my tendonitis elbow. It was just awful. So I was determined to have a rolling bag, which I did, which was fine, except then I realized I can't roll 3 bags at one time. And I know you say, yes, but you can stack them. Yeah, you can stack them if they don't weigh 50 and 75 pounds. So anyway, I managed to get it. I panicked a little bit in Georgetown because somebody said something that made me think, oh crap, was I supposed to go get my luggage and bring it to the next terminal and recheck it? But once I finally got where I was going, I was able to confirm that no, they had my luggage and everything was fine. So then when we got to Georgetown, luckily I'm in a foreign country, and customs, immigration, and everything is a room the size of my den. So it was a little bit easier. I was able to bring up 1 or 2 suitcases to the counter at a time, and then AJ took a cab, which I did not expect. So he took a cab to the airport
I met her there.
and met me there. So when I was trying to get out of the customs office with all of my luggage, he was there to take it and then get it all in the taxi. So we jumped in the taxi, we flew back to the dinghy dock, we carefully threw the 250 pounds of luggage into the dinghy and putted home because the dinghy
was very heavy.
The dinghy did not want to go very well because it was so heavy. And got to the boat and stowed the dinghy, threw the luggage downstairs, and within 30 minutes we were underway. And here we are.
If you're wondering how I'm navigating in Anchorage,
in the dark.
We've done this 3 times.
Yeah. So,
in the light, so I have tracks that I'm following.
Yeah.
Plus I have radar, so I can see any boats.
Yeah. He has his radar, but he has his tracks on the map, so he's just kind of following that road map to make sure we don't hit anything. I don't know if we've done it at this low a tide, but
Yeah.
but we're back out in water that's decent. Coming out of that anchorage, it's like 2 feet, but we're in 11 feet of water right now, so we're good. And we probably only got what, an hour, 30 minutes, and we're in deep water.
Yeah. 30 minutes.
Yeah, maybe 30 minutes, and then we're off the bank stuff, and we're in deep water, and we're in deep water.
I'll put the sails up and we'll just sail.
Yeah, until we get to where we're going. So,
Or until the wind stops.
first time we've done an overnight sail in a while.
Yeah, since Florida.
Since we left.
Yeah, I
Since
guess
before we
yeah.
left. Yeah, well, our sail coming over here was overnight.
Yeah.
But that's really I think the last time we've done an overnight sail.
Quite a long time.
And it feels like I've been off the boat for 3 months, although I've only been gone for 7 days.
You haven't even gone downstairs to see how nice and clean the boat is.
Yeah, I haven't done anything but pee. That was I changed my pants and I peed, and that was it. But it was a very, very long week. I tried to cram way too much in. I had lots of doctor's appointments. I had the wedding that I was going to. I had family obligations as far as seeing people. And I was staying 45 minutes away from where all those things were happening. There was literally one day that I drove from Spartanburg. I kept wanting to say Somerville. From Spartanburg to Greenville twice. I got up that morning, drove to Greenville, had breakfast/brunch with Kaylee, and then I drove back to Spartanburg. Oh, that's nice. Then I drove back to Spartanburg. My daughter dropped by for a short time, and then I loaded up Mama and Joy, and we drove back to Greenville. Yeah, you probably can't see me at all with that light. Drove back to Greenville and had dinner with Braxton. So, yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. We have decided, luckily AJ decided, because if not, I was going to tell him, we will not be coming back to the States again without each other. It's just too hard. There's too much to...
That means we can bring back 400 pounds of stuff.
No, we cannot bring back 400 pounds of stuff. But it was just way too many things going on. I also had to get a vaccine yesterday. I got a shingle shot yesterday. So, knock on something, I'm not feeling too bad yet. My arm is getting really sore.
We'll feel shitty tomorrow.
But I'm probably going to feel pretty crappy tomorrow. So, I'm not looking forward to that. But anyway, I'm really glad to be back on the boat. It was kind of surprising to me how chaotic it felt. Yeah, like, I mean, driving, and I had to drive the whole time. My mom apparently fell maybe 4 weeks ago and neglected to share that with me, and broke T12 vertebrae in her back. She seems to be doing okay. I don't know how it's healing. She goes back in a couple of weeks, but she's got a full, like, neck to pelvic brace, and she can only sleep sitting up in a chair, and she can't drive. So, you know, that threw a little bit of a wrench in things, although, you know, it was fine. But there just were a million things happening while I was back. So, glad to be back on the boat. I am excited to get to San Salvador. I'm not brokenhearted that there's weather coming through on Friday, which means I might be able to rest for a day or two. And then we've got to regroup and figure out where we're going, because once again, the group of people that we were going with all left yesterday. Or early this morning.
Yeah, which is fine. That's dictated by the weather.
Yeah, it's fine.
We would have left earlier too,
but it sounds like that particular group also was going. They've had to make some adjustments, but they're like sailing straight through. Like one of them left last night, and they're not stopping. They're sailing straight on now to the Dominican, which I think originally we were trying to get to Puerto Rico, but the weather's just, not cooperating. So
originally was the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Yeah.
Via the I-65 route, which is like an 8-day offshore out to sea to get there. But
yeah.
The wind is not cooperating now. It's changed, so everybody's changing their plans.
Yeah. So anyway, we might actually have the opportunity to hook up with the boat that we were originally gonna try to make this passage with. It ended up leaving a week and a half ago. They now have some things that have popped up that they need to take care of, and they're going to be in a marina for at least a week or 2 weeks in Turks and Caicos. So we might end up, once we get to San Salvador and we can kind of assess the weather and figure out what's going on, we might end up going to, Mayaguana?
Yeah,
and then
Samana, then Mayaguana,
then Turks and Caicos, and catching up with them, and going back to our original plan of doing the thorny, whatever you want to call it, path, hopping down through the out islands.
We're really not in a hurry. So
yeah, we're not.
We can wait for windows. We don't have to suffer through, bad wind, and I don't know. We'll figure it out. Nobody I've talked to that has done thorny path has chose to do it the second time. So
yeah,
that's a little concerning, but
yeah,
we'll figure it out.
But they're ultimately going to do it. That's ultimately what they're doing now.
Yeah.
Because they can't go the other way.
Unless they wait for an unknown amount of time for a possible window that may or may not come.
Anyway, don't know that you can see any of this because it's dark. And there's light on, so you're probably just seeing a shadow. Yeah, you're just seeing a shadow of me. But anyway, that's where we're at. So I'll update you if anything exciting happens through the night, and when we get where we're going tomorrow. Glad to be home.
See you guys.
See ya. Good morning. The sun is rising. It's 6:40. We are still about 6 hours away from San Salvador. I'm whispering. I think you can hear me. But AJ's downstairs asleep. It's been a fairly good sail, actually, up until now. The wind has really died, which is pretty typical when the sun's coming up. So hopefully that'll pick back up. We had a little bit of drama in the middle of the night with a boat that got really close to us, like less than half a mile from us, and was not responding on the radio. It was really heading kind of straight at us. We finally got him to respond after about the third or fourth try. We think he might have fallen asleep, but that had us both amped up a little bit. But I am super tired right now. So AJ went down, I guess, about an hour and a half ago. He'll probably come back up around 8. Maybe I can close my eyes for a little bit while we continue on our sail. But yeah, sun's not up yet. It's starting to rise. Try and get it on camera if there's anything worth seeing in a little bit, and let you know when we get there. See ya. Here comes the sun. Isn't it funny how the sun is coming up and I'm ready to go to sleep? I laid down for a couple hours, but I couldn't really sleep. I just kind of dozed off and on. It'll be nice to get to San Salvador, have a day to just do nothing. It's supposed to be great snorkeling there, so maybe tomorrow, if it's calm, we can do that before the storm comes in on Friday. I'm back.
Good morning.
Good morning. So, remember that beautiful sunrise that I just showed you, and peaceful, great sail we've had?
It was awesome.
Yeah, it really was awesome until we had, you know, the drama that we had. But now we have that. Black, ominous sheets of rain. There's one giant one right there off to our side, and then there is blackness.
It goes on forever behind us. So.
Yeah, that goes on.
We can't outrun this.
Yeah, forever behind us. I actually can't even see. Oh, there they are. The boat that we're traveling with, Flying Fish, is about 4.5 miles behind us, back there. And like AJ just said, there's really no way to outrun this. So we just called Flying Fish and asked him what he thought, and he said, I guess we're gonna get wet. So
Somebody else said it looks like drizzle. That's not drizzle.
yeah, it's not drizzle. He said he hoped it was drizzle. He didn't say it looked like it, but he hoped. But yeah, it's pretty big. Like you can see up there where it's clear, and then just this giant line of doom.
Yep. So here comes our first big weather that we're gonna sail through.
Hopefully it will just be rain and not wind. I can deal with the rain. It's when it comes with, you know, 30 mile, 40 mile an hour winds that make it a little terrifying. So
Yeah. We've already reefed the main.
yeah, so we pulled that in, pretty good amount. What, probably what, two or three reefs in the main?
Yeah.
The head sail we can pull in pretty quickly. We've closed up the front panel
Glasses and everything.
of the companionway, and we'll drop this one in a few minutes. So
Yeah,
when the rain
wind's
gets
very
closer.
light right now, so
Sometimes that's kind of,
the calm before the storm.
yeah, sometimes that's pretty typical. Things go like really still, and then it just
Yeah.
explodes.
Actually slowed us down on the motor. We can't outrun it, but it looks like there's a break in between the big dark ominous spots, so
yeah.
we're gonna let
Yeah, because
that
on
hopefully pass us
radar,
by.
all that's showing up is that one big,
Well, this blob is
yeah, on the other side.
that out there.
Yeah, but the stuff that's on our port side,
Yeah, this is.
it's just a small section
Zoom
that's,
out.
yeah, small section that's showing up. So
Yeah, so that little blob right there and that little blob right there are these two that.
except that there's all kinds of stuff back
yeah,
there
there's a lot
too.
back. It may
So
not actually be raining yet, so.
so
back
slowing down, I don't know if it necessarily means that we'll miss it. I just told AJ I would like us just to sail to there, because it's pretty over there and there's no gray. There's a little bit of rain over there, but it's not mean angry rain. That over there is mean angry rain. So anyway, keep you posted.
there. Yeah.
See ya. So Flying Fish just messaged us, and they are, like I said, about 4 miles directly behind us in the darkness. And it's funny, actually, if you stand here and look, you can't see it on camera, but you can see the difference in the water. They said that the wind just picked up. They've got 15 mile an hour winds right now. No water yet, but you can see that you can see the line of it moving in the water. It's pretty crazy, actually.
Yeah, we're getting ready to get hit by some little puffs right here.
Yeah, so, all right.
Just leave it on.
Let the fun begin. Yeah, I'm gonna sit the camera up here. Hopefully you'll be able to see.
Like 15 seconds. Okay.
You think it's just wind?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
hit us
Yeah,
right
I can
now.
see it.
Yeah, that's what I said. Hold it so you can see the line coming.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can see
Here it is.
the water, here it comes. It's almost here. These ripples, and then like right up there, see how smooth it is? And here it comes. This is wild to watch. And we've just gone from 2 to 5.
There's the cool air.
Mm-hmm. Up to 6 knots. Kind of crazy. Yeah, definite difference in the temperature of the air.
Yeah, no, the wind just shifted too. We were on a starboard tack and now we're on a port tack.
Wow. Yeah, all day we've been on a starboard tack, and like in just the flip of a switch, we're now on a port tack. We've taken in our head sail and pulled out our stay sail, which is great because it is actually self-tacking, so we don't have to try and keep up with these wind shifts. And then we've furled our mainsail.
Reefed it.
Reefed in our mainsail, at least 2, maybe 3 reefs. Just because we don't really know what to expect out of this, and we don't have a lot of experience in weather. Wow, that cool air feels great though.
We were freezing a little while ago.
I know. I think I would like to go ahead and close this. You don't think?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
We're gonna get wet.
Yeah. Undone?
Should be. I'll get it. Better start snapping on this end.
Yes.
On it. I think there is too much in the main, but
I had to have AJ come snap it because of the tendonitis in my elbow. I don't have enough strength to pull down on that. All right, we're up to 14 miles per hour. So literally in 5 minutes, we've gone from 2 to 14. I can just see flying fish back there.
I think it might be dissolving a little bit.
Yeah, it does look like it's dissolving. That's what I was... Definitely looks way different than it looked 30 minutes ago. Still rain. I still think we'll get a little wet, but it doesn't look as ominous as it did. Okay, crisis averted. It seemed like all of that dark ugliness kind of just dissolved.
Around us, there's a big blob in front of us and a big blob behind us.
Yeah,
And right now we just have some light rain.
yeah. The wind has dropped back to nothing. It's swirling all over the place though, so like our sails are just kind of flip-flopping back and forth. It's literally going from port to starboard to port to starboard as the wind just swirls around. But yeah, looks like just a little rain event.
Yeah, we'll take that over as well.
Yeah,
So,
good wash down for the boat.
yes. Watch out for the sails too, because the sails have been furled every time we've
Yeah.
had rain for the past while.
Yeah. So yeah, all is good. We'll let you know if it changes. Hey guys. It's I think almost 6. I guess it's probably close to 7, right? 'Cause the sun is
7:30
setting.
probably. Yeah. Sunset's around 7:15 or so.
Yeah, the sun is setting.
Some rain over there.
Yeah, we've got rain
A little bit.
off to
A
that
little
side,
shower.
just a little bit.
Nothing scary.
Not much. Our new buddy boat, you can see right
Flying
there.
fish.
Flying fish.
Beth hasn't met them yet. I was hanging out with them in Georgetown while she was away getting screwed up by land life.
Yeah, I am really struggling at acclimating back to the boat. It must be 5,000 degrees. My body does not like it. I was not having any trouble with that. So yeah, I am really struggling. And then I just fell off of the seat in the, in the cockpit. So yeah, it's hard. Ooh, look at that rain. That's pretty wild, Lynn. But we have a spectacular sunset happening over here behind us.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. I am roasting some carrots and sweet potatoes in the oven and boiling some cabbage for dinner. We could have had wings or chicken thighs or
Good meat.
some other meats, but
Pork tenderloin.
I was told it would be too windy and we couldn't grill. So we're having all vegetables tonight. Oh, and I made a lentil salad, which I haven't made in a really long time. AJ's never had it. Hopefully he will like that.
I hope I love it because you made a lot of it.
Well, I did. I made too many lentils. I didn't turn them all into salad, so I'm going to look through recipes tonight and see what else I can do with cooked lentils, because I made 2 full cups of them and they expanded.
Yeah.
So anyway, we have lots of lentils, but that's okay.
That is a cool sunset.
That is a beautiful sunset.
It's conchorn blowing time here in a second.
Yeah. So we are, new backyard. We are here in San Salvador, which is a fairly large island.
Yeah.
But
in the Bahamas still.
But about the furthest east?
Yes.
Yeah, I think the furthest east in the Bahamas. So we are here staging, waiting to be able to head. My hair's a mess. Sorry, guys. I took a nap today. We are here waiting to.
Better than it usually does.
I know AJ said it looks better than it usually does, so that was not very nice. We are here waiting to head further south. We don't really know what that looks like. Here's the sunset.
While you're talking.
We don't really know what further south looks like yet. We think that, where do we think we're going to go?
Samana Cay, then Mayaguana, and then on the way to Turks and Caicos, most likely.
Okay. I think I may have mentioned earlier one of the boats that we were going to go with like 2 weeks ago that left with a weather window is at Turks and Caicos. They just got there today, and they are in a marina for a week, possibly 2. So if the weather cooperates, I don't really know how far that is from here to there.
It's
like a 2-day sail?
Yeah, 2 days straight.
Okay.
48-hour sail.
Okay, so if the weather cooperates sometime middle of the week, we could actually make it there. Look how beautiful that sunset is. You guys can't, I mean, I've taken so many pictures and video of sunset, and it just absolutely does not translate. The richness of the color just doesn't show up on the camera. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, it's really wild. So anyway, that's where we are. We have a pretty little beach right behind us.
That's not that pretty.
Well, it's not
a
that,
beach.
It isn't that pretty, you're right, compared to some of the beaches we've seen. We have a beach behind us, so let's just say that. Hopefully tomorrow morning we will get up and maybe run into the grocery store and then go do some snorkeling. There's reefs all out there that are supposed to be good, and actually you can't see it from here, but only about 300 boat lengths 300, no,
300?
300 feet. About 6 boat lengths. About 300 feet. There's like a huge drop off. It goes from like 20 feet to like 2,000 feet.
Yeah.
So this is like this is a mountain, this island, and
I see the green flash.
yeah. So anyway, AJ's gonna blow the conch horn. I'm gonna step away.
Well, that's the wrong spot because it's blowing straight into your
I'm just gonna go over here.
Beth caught this conch, by the way.
I did catch that conch. Look how huge it is. It's huge. I'm just gonna disclaimer here.
All right, here we go.
This is scary.
Scary.
It's not always very good.
No, sometimes it sounds like a dying moose.
Most of the times it sounds like a dying moose. It should be longer.
Yeah, it's hard to do it with this one. Nope.
Too short.
Yeah. I was getting good at it the past few times, but it's difficult.
This one requires
it's
because
it's master.
Yeah, and because that conch is. See, you hear another one over there.
Our neighbors are doing
Our
it.
neighbors. Oh wow, yours sounds better than his. So that's.
I'm getting better. Last week I was doing it almost nightly, and I was starting to master it. It was a longer blow,
Yeah.
and sound pretty good. But,
We had a couple of people traveling with us that, Steve on Brenly, man, he could blow that thing for like a minute. It was crazy.
Ray was the best.
Yeah, Ray, the old salty sailor. He was very, very good. I think too, both of them had a much, much smaller conch.
Yeah, the hole was smaller.
Well, the hole is smaller and the conch is smaller because when you've got the conch that's that big, the air has to go all the way. You can't see my fingers, all the way through. All the way through the spiral of the conch, and it takes so much air, and then again because that conch was so big.
I tried to make the hole smaller, but
Yeah.
the little bit I cut off, it was just solid shell. So
Yeah, it was already
calcified.
calcified or whatever. So, anyway, I don't think I've videoed him blowing the conch horn
No,
because it's not great.
that wasn't great. It wasn't awful. But it wasn't great.
He'll keep practicing. I'll keep videoing,
Yeah.
and then when we get a good one, I'll play
We'll
it.
do a whole video of
I got
the
stuff
progression of
cooking.
conch horn.
I gotta go downstairs because I'm
All right.
cooking before I burn the boat down.
Bye.
Bye.